Hi everybody, GT here from GT's Barbecue. Today I'm going to do up some chicken strips. This was a request from our granddaughter, Layla. She's 5 and she couldn't be here today, but she asked if I would please do this recipe for her. So in her honor, Layla, here you go. We're going to do up some chicken strips. Okay, so I went to the local Safeway and I picked up just a couple of chicken breasts here. And I'm going to go ahead and butterfly these. Just kind of go about halfway through. You don't want to cut all the way through, but this will thin these out. And we'll cut these into strips. I'll go ahead and do the other one really quick. Little cut-a-roo, technical term. Don't want to get crazy on you, but just going to open these up. It thins them out quite a bit. They're still a little bit thick on some parts, but that's about what I'm looking for. And now I'm just going to go ahead and cut these into strips. No particular size. Layla, if you're watching, you can have your parents do this for you at home. She had a Mensa class this afternoon she had to attend, so she couldn't be here. And then shortly after, she had to run an instruction on theoretical physics for her teachers. So she wasn't able to be here. Camera girl thinks that's funny. Now those are some chicken tenders. I don't care who you are, that looks good right there. Do that. I'm going to go ahead and do the other one and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have these chicken breasts butterflied, cut into strips. I'm going to go ahead and use some salt, pepper, garlic already pre-mixed. You could use salt and pepper. You could use a variety of things. I'm going to put on a pretty good amount. I would say 2 tablespoons. Nah. 1.5 tablespoons. I don't know. Put on whatever you think you need. It's good to have a lot of seasoning on this. Chicken is really lean. It doesn't have a lot of flavor. And I am going to add some flavor to the flour and some of the other parts of this. So just going to mix this up. Mix-a-roo. You want to make sure every piece has got love. Very generous. That smells good already. Okay, these are seasoned up. I'm going to go ahead and get the bath ready and I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, so one of the secrets to this is the chicken has almost no fat, and of course the panko is going to be very dry. So we're going to add a little butter. I have about 3/4 of a stick of butter here. This is Irish butter, so the sticks are smaller than they may appear. I'm going to go ahead and melt this down, and then we're going to pour in the panko. The butter's melted now. I turned the heat off. We're not going to need the heat anymore. I used 2 of these 8-ounce, I don't know, tubes of panko. I'm not sure if that's enough or not. I think it will be. I put them in a bowl here, and I'm just going to go ahead and add this to this butter. It looks like a lot of butter. But it's going to soak up that panko into that panko and turn into a really nice crust for the chicken strip. So I'm going to mix this around, get that butter stirred in. It's almost as though there was no butter to begin with. shout out to Chef Buck, where I got this video from. I'll go ahead and post a link to his original video down below. But this already is changing in color, and the panko is picking up a nice aroma and color. One of the things I'm going to add to this is a little bit of turmeric. Not so much for flavor, but it's going to add some color to this. Probably about 2 tablespoons, I'd say. I'm going to put that in there. I use that quite often in some of the different recipes, and Buck used it in his original, so I'm trying to stay as close to that as I can. You can already see the color change there. And there it is. It's stirred up. I'm going to go ahead and get my breading station set up, and I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so I'm also going to season this flour a little bit. Same thing, salt, pepper, garlic. I'm going to do about 1.5 teaspoons, and I'm going to mix that all together. Mix, mix, mix-a-roo. And then we'll get this started. Okay, so we've got these chicken strips all seasoned up. They're a little bit tacky from the spices I put on them. It's good to let them kind of sweat for 20 or 30 minutes. That's going to help the flour stick to the chicken. Sorry about the hands. And then we're going to dunk them in the egg. The flour is going to help the egg stick. And we drop them in the panko mix. Get a lot on there, kind of pat it in. And we'll move them over to the pan. So I'm going to do one more of these. I think everybody gets it. Layla, I'm sorry. We have to show this twice because it's hard for some adults to keep up with this high-tech stuff. The flour helps the egg to stick. The egg helps the panko to stick. We're going to give these a nice coating. I'm going to put them over here. And I'll do the rest and I'll be right back. Okay, these things are breaded. Getting ready to put them out on the smoker. I've got the smoker set up for 450. One quick note, I used about twice as much panko as I really needed. And I used 1 less egg. So it took 4 eggs, probably 1 container of panko to get this particular volume done. I used 2 pretty good sized chicken breasts, butterflied them, sliced them into strips, and we'll get them out on the smoker and we'll see what we get. I'm going to go ahead and put these on now. I'm going to go ahead and let these brown here for about 15 minutes, and then I'm going to turn them and put them back in. Okay, so it's been about 15 minutes. I'm going to pull these off. They're starting to get a little crispy on one side. Just give them a flip here. You can do these in the oven. You can do these on a grill, on a smoker. Anything that'll get up to the proper temp. These look delicious. That turmeric I put in really helped the color of these. They look delicious already. So I'm going to go ahead and get these back out and I'll be right back. Okay, so it's been about another 15 minutes. I'm going to check the temp on these. We're looking for 160. Okay, so these are well completely done. They're nice and crispy. I'm going to go ahead and pull these off. Take them inside and we'll see what we have. Okay, so we just brought these chicken strips in. We're going to go ahead and just pretend that sound didn't happen. We're going to make some honey mustard sauce. Camera girl and I both like that. It's pretty sophisticated. and complex. We put in some mustard and some honey. We use Gouldens for this, about half of each. Gonna mix that up. Mix, mix, mix-a-roo. Gonna be our dipping sauce for tonight. You can use whatever kind of sauce you like. So that's ready, and I'll plate this up and we'll be right back. Okay, so we brought these chicken strips in. They look nice. We got some fries here from the oven. One of the things we made sure of that, Layla, you want to pay attention to whenever you cook chicken, it has to be 165 degrees at least, internal temperature, which we did. And we made up some honey mustard, which is, no surprise, mustard and honey. Oh. I don't know where you go to buy your chicken strips, but wow, this is delicious. It's easy, it's inexpensive. Layla, your mom and dad can do this in the oven, and it takes no time at all. So I did get the high-powered milk today. This is 2%. You should be drinking the non-fat. But this is really tasty. I hope you enjoy it. Your grandma and I love you, and we'll see you next time.